guys, our warm-up is going to be 3 rounds of a 2-minute jog or walk, bike, row, whatever you have, followed by 25 jumping jacks. You can do step jacks as well, followed by 25 mountain climbers. Now the mountain climbers, we're looking to get our feet outside our hands and as flat as possible. Jumping them back and forth would be for tier 2 and 3. You can do step like I'm showing here. And then you also have the option to lean on a table or a chair and do your step mountain climbers as well. Moving on to mobility, you guys are going to spend about 45 seconds each side, single leg flexion. You can also use a bench or a chair or a couch, a step. If it's harder for you to get down, this might be for the tier 1 people. And then we're going to do something new. It's called a squat sit. You can use a chair, a table, a post, a door frame to help you get down into a good squat position. We want to initiate with the hips. Push the hips back, press the knees out. Notice my knees are not driving forward past my toes. So keep a nice tall chest and a flat back. Push the hips back. Immediately send the knees out. Keep your heels down on the floor. Ideally, we want to get the hips below the knees, and you can use those elbows to press the knees out, keeping that tall chest and a flat back. Then we are going to do 15 paused calf raises. You can do this on any elevated surface. Just reach those heels down and then press up and hold for about a count of 3. And do 15 of these. For the strength portion, we want to do 5 sets of 8 dumbbell strict presses. Notice I have the back head of the dumbbell resting on my shoulders, a nice erect chest, my feet are right underneath my hips. I'm going to squeeze my belly, squeeze my butt, and I'm going to drive those dumbbells up, driving my biceps to my ears. Notice my knuckles are facing each other as I drive up. I'm not arching my back, I'm not pushing my hips forward. We want to keep everything nice and activated. Again, squeeze the butt and the belly, press up, biceps to the ears. And again, we're going to do 5 sets of 8 reps of these. We want you guys to go as heavy as you can while keeping good form. I'd like to see you guys be able to go without failing, but be pretty close to failing. That's how heavy we want them. That's where the change comes. We really want you guys to work hard and push yourselves. Push that weight, like I said, as long as the form is good. Okay, now let's talk about this workout. So this is something new for you. It's going to be a 20-minute alternating EMOM. Now EMOM stands for every minute on the minute. So each minute you're going to have designated work. And then you're going to alternate. So minute 1 is a dumbbell push press. Minute 2 is jumping jacks. Minute 3 is a crunch. And minute 4 is a mountain climber. Once you get through the 4 minutes, you're just going to start back over on minute 5 with the dumbbell push press and keep repeating that until you get through your 20 minutes. Each of the minutes, you're going to work as hard as you can and get as many reps as you can of that movement. For tier 1, you're going to work as hard as you can for 20 seconds and you're going to rest for 40 seconds until the top of the next minute when you start the next movement. For tier 2, you're going to work as hard as you can for 30 seconds and then rest for 30 seconds. And for tier 3, you're going to work for 40 seconds as hard as you can and then rest for 20 seconds until the top of the next minute for the next movement. I want to point out where it says dumbbell push press T1 20-10, T2 25-15, T3 30-20. What that means is for tier 1, the men will use 20-pound dumbbells and the women will use 10. For tier 2, the men would use 25-pound dumbbells and the women 15. And for tier 3, the men would use 30-pound dumbbells and the women would use 20s. Obviously, you can scale this to whatever is more appropriate for you. If you need to go heavier, feel free. If you need to go lighter, of course, please do. Notice for the workout, we're doing push presses, not strict presses like we did for the strength. Same movement, same exact setup, only we're going to give a little dip. And think about jumping or driving aggressively, those weights in the air. All the same rules apply otherwise. Next minute is our jumping jacks. And again, you can do the step jacks if you need to. Give me what you've got. The third movement is a crunch. Some of you guys might already be familiar with this. We really want to keep the small of the back on the floor and our abs engaged. Now, I don't want you to tuck your chin, and I don't want your hands behind your head, okay? That cranks your neck forward, and that's not good. I want you to have a neutral spine, so eyes towards the ceiling. Nice neutral spine. Your neck is in line with your back, and crunch up as far as you can. And the fourth movement is mountain climbers. For tier 1, you guys would probably do stepping or use a bench. For tier 3, I would be expecting you guys to have your hands on the floor and do the jumping back and forth. I hope you guys have a great workout.